Alright, I got this Honda Grom, right? Because the van is cumbersome and hard to drive around these small towns and gets terrible gas mileage in the city. I wanted a cheap motorcycle that got fantastic gas mileage. We're averaging over 100 miles to the gallon right now, but I also wanted something small, and the Honda Grom is a mini moto. I wanted that because I want to stick this thing on the back of the van. I just thought the idea of having a motorcycle in the back of the van, I can stop at campsites, rip this thing around, or stop if there's a really cool road or that kind of thing, would just be absolutely sick. So yeah, while I did get this thing for very practical reasons, the idea of this on the back of the van is just so freaking cool to me. But of course, I need a big old bike rack, a motorcycle rack. I've never even got one of those before. So I can actually carry this thing on the back of the van, take it on adventures, take it to cool places to ride. And I ordered a rack online, so hopefully it'll be here today. Bentleys have to be the biggest old person car ever. This thing is ridiculously heavy. I guess it has to be strong and everything. Damn. Alright, so the options for motorcycle racks out there for like the 2-inch hitch on the back of most trucks and the back of my van is essentially limitless. Oh, that looks nice. Most of them are in the realm of like $200-ish, and they all have good and bad reviews. It's actually kind of overwhelming how many options there are. But I went with one that will hopefully work for the Grom and the van. It's a little bit of a weird matchup, but I guess we shall see. Alright, that doesn't seem too complicated. I hope. As an ex-bicycle mechanic, I'd like to think that putting together a bicycle rack or a motorcycle rack would be easy, relatively easy. Doable, we'll say. So that goes there. What? These instructions are not amazing. It's basically just like, put a bolt here, and it's like, use one of these, and they're not labeled at all. So you just gotta guess off the pictures, which are not the most amazing pictures. We can do it. I can do it. We can get it done. Simple, simple. Something like that. Okay, this is how it wants us to organize and sort everything. That's kind of how we figure out what bolts go where, so I guess it's gonna work. Ah, okay. Getting somewhere. And we already have our first really big problem. It says secure with 8 of these C bolts, which are these ones, and we have 2 instead of 8. So yeah. It's also confusing because these bolts weren't even in the same package that these bolts are in, and this doesn't mention those bolts. It might be time to just start winging it. This is always how it goes. I don't know why instructions are so incredibly hard to make, or including all the bolts that you need. These random, unlabeled, not mentioned bolts are the same length as these C bolts. So it looks like they're talking about these, but really they're talking about these. There are 8 of these, so we're back in business. The bolts are 14 millimeters, and the nuts are 17 millimeters. Because why not? Ah, it's got little bracy bits for the top. Look at that. Now what bolts go for that? Sounds like I'm playing an instrument over here. Now we're putting in the bolts where the tire will go in between and the bolts will like hold it in place. And this is a big reason why I chose this rack, is because it has multiple mounting places for the bolts. And like I said, the Grom is a mini moto, and these are usually meant for full-size bikes, so I was hoping that I can space these out correctly for it to fit the wheel size and the wheelbase of the Grom. We'll see. That was the biggest complaint online with basically all the racks, is that they didn't really fit mini motos or smaller size bikes or even bicycles. But I think that wheel spacing will be good. I think. We'll see. If it's not, then I am right now. This just goes there, and I think we're ready to see if this thing actually works. Besides the horrendous instructions, that actually wasn't too bad. Still heavy. Oh god. Still very heavy. Now, one thing I am worried about is if the rack is going to get in the way of the spare tire back here. Well, that fits. That's good. So it's definitely sturdy. But this is kind of what I was saying with the spare tire, I don't know how well the motorcycle is going to fit right here. Guess we'll have to find out. All right, so this is going to be kind of interesting mounting by myself as well. This is kind of seems like a sketchy thing to do by yourself. The ramp goes something like that. And the bike goes this way, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'm a little worried about this because the van is very high off the ground and the rack is very high off the ground. And if I drop the bike off by doing it by myself, it's not gonna be pretty, so we'll see. Oh God, I did what I didn't want to do. Oh God, that was a close one. We can save it. No, we can't. Alrighty, well. Whew. Ta-da! Alright, I took the bag off. I'm not sure if I recorded that or not because my camera is overheating because it's a Canon and it's the worst camera I've ever owned. But yeah, let's see. In case it didn't record what has been happening, it has not been going smoothly. It keeps getting stuck up right here. I have no idea what it's getting caught on. Ah, there you go. All right, we've got one more little hump. Alrighty, so it does not want to go all the way. I mean, it's on there. I mean, this would work, technically. It's not ideal, but it would work. All right, I'm strapping it down, and I mean, it seems to be pretty secure. I mean, that's only 2 straps. It's definitely not going anywhere. All right, well, I mean, I don't see why that wouldn't work. It's just a little lopsided. Man, that looks cool though, huh? Oh, let's go. Now, I'm gonna throw a couple more straps on it, and there is a place I've been wanting to take the Grom ever since I've been here, but you have to take a highway to get there, and the Grom's not highway legal. It can't even go highway speeds, and my license isn't highway legal. But now, we have a loophole to get around that. So let's go have some fun. So first impressions, it actually feels great back there. I can hardly feel it. I think the van was squatting just a little bit more in the rear, but for, you know, essentially hauling a motorcycle around, this is totally fine. I don't know if I'm gonna bring this thing everywhere, but this definitely enables me to bring it to some pretty cool places if I want to. And how cool is this to be driving a van again, 4-wheel drive van again, with a motorcycle in the back? Man, I cannot wait to ride where we are going. As you guys probably saw from the drone shots, the roads here are just absolutely insane. But like I said, you have to take a main highway to get here, and I can't do that on this thing, not yet. Actually, not at all, because it doesn't go highway speeds, but people do it sometimes, you know. I gotta get the hang of taking this thing on and off now. We're good. That was not a close one. I know exactly what I'm doing. Just leave that here for now. Let's get ready to ride. Woo! Leave the Grom, let's go! Oh, I cannot get over these turns. It's too fun. Oh God, a little squirrely. God, that is so fun. And this area is so beautiful. We don't even have a good sunset right now, and it still looks like this, and the van's all perched up. Oh. I'm so happy this motorcycle has worked out and that the van actually has like a bumper that has a hitch in it and everything. The stock Vanagons do not have this. This is actually an aftermarket steel bumper. I thought about this. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably keep the motorcycle on the back, but it has a 2-inch up here as well. So I could technically put it on the front, which would be kind of cool. I think that might block the whole look of the Syncro though, so I'm probably gonna keep it on the rear. But man, I mean, just how cool is this? All right, let's load this little thing back on up. Look at that. I'm already getting better. Alright, so the van is locked and ready to take the Grom on adventures. This video is supposed to be more about doing the actual camping interior of the van, but I had some delays getting in the way, so hopefully that will be coming in the next couple videos. But I needed to get this done anyways, and we got it done, and it's freaking awesome. Hopefully, as I have conveyed successfully, hopefully we'll see. Up to you guys, really. Yeah, another successful addition, modification to the van to make it one of the coolest adventure mobiles and vans out there.